What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to the Subaru BRZ. This is a brand new car that they've added into the game, and in today's video we're going to take a quick look at it. Now we've already had the GR86 get added into the game a little while back, but actually this was quite a long time ago. But I always preferred the BRZ over the 86. I don't know why. I always thought it was just a cooler car. Not really much of a difference in terms of performance and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty much identical. Even with the styling and everything, it's all quite identical. But apparently, people have been saying that the BRZ is slightly more, I don't know, how do I say this? Not luxurious, because this isn't a luxury car, but it's got more, like, better comfort features. I don't know. It's supposed to be slightly more luxurious than the GT86 or the GR86 in this case. So I guess that's cool. I also added both of these cars to my favorites just so I can show you guys exactly what the difference between both of these are. And the BRZ is slightly heavier at 1286 kilos versus 1275. I mean, what is 11 kilos? You know, what's an extra 11 kilos? And I think it looks a little bit better as well. The front end is just a little nicer. I don't know why. I just think I prefer it a little bit more. This looks like a baby Lexus, whereas this looks like a more aggressive, I guess, 86. I don't know. I just think that the Subaru just looks a little bit better in my eyes, especially with that front end. I feel like it's like just tilted down a little bit more. I don't know. It just looks good, in my opinion. I like it. Regardless, we're going to have a look at this thing. I'm going to drive it. I'm going to probably build something out of it, and we're going to see what it's like. Also, we have to see what sort of body kits and all that are available for it, because, yeah, I feel like this should have quite a few parts for it. Even the Subaru parts, like the little extra parts, like the little lips on the front end and all that sort of stuff. Let's have a quick look what we have available for this thing. That is a really ugly wing. It like wants to have like a proper GT wing, but that's all carbon fiber. It's pretty weird looking. I'm not gonna lie to you. The front lip looks good. The wing looks iffy. That rear like fake diffuser thing that's going on over there, the valence change and some of the carbon parts are just slapped on. It just reminds me of like modern BMW with their horrible M performance parts that you can have on. It's just like stuff that just sticks on top of the bodywork. Like, it's not really anything that does anything, if that makes sense. It's just a little bit of extra things that are slapped on. To be honest though, it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look. That wing's very questionable though, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of it. But like I said, I want to build this thing for stuff and see what's happening. We can turbo it. I feel like this is a car that deserves it. It sounds good. That sounds very good. I want to turbo it. I don't even care. I think turboing this thing would be such a much better. Put a BMW engine in it. An old Subaru engine. The good one. We can put an LS in it. We could put a Subaru Rally engine in it. Porsche engine. 458 engine. And then this, whatever this is. We don't know what this is. 100%. People are saying it's a 2J. Other people are saying it's an RB. Nobody really knows what it is. God, that's such a good sounding engine. Yeah, the old Subaru engines are just so cool. I'm gonna keep the standard engine in this though. That it comes with. I don't even know what engine this is. EJ something, I'm guessing, right? Because that's what the codes are for the flat 4 engines from Subaru. Race transmission, of course. I'm gonna build this thing into some sort of a race car, something to race around with. I don't think our aero is actually going to do anything in terms of actually stopping it, or not stopping us. It's because I want to brakes. I don't think our aero is going to do anything to help us with downforce. So I'm gonna hopefully try to compensate by building a better car for this thing. We can't put drift suspension on it. I think the last one that we did, I'm saying the last one, the 8.6, I'm pretty sure we took it out drifting. I don't really know if I want to do the same thing with this thing. I kind of want to just try and race it a little bit. Let's see what it's like. Even put cage in it. It actually looks quite good with a cage. It looks very aggressive. I actually really like that. It looks great. Track width is the one thing that I didn't actually do to this car, because it looks a little bit dopey if I leave it completely stock. So change the track width, and I'm going to change the tires as well for this thing. I mean, if I do this, I'll bring it all the way to S1, and it'll only be good now if I take it somewhere where I need a lot of grip and not a lot. Ooh, I have a great idea for this car. I know exactly where I'm going to bring this thing. It's something a little weird, and I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to bring it there, regardless. Which means I don't really care what I'm slapping on for the tires of this thing. I might put semi-slicks on it, though, instead of the fully slick tires. I feel like it'll be a little bit more of a fun experience. Plus, I'm not going to squeeze out a lot of power out of this thing. I don't really want to. So I'm just going to do... I'll be disappointed with that, actually. 420 horsepower should be fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, squeeze a stupid amount of power out of this thing, because I don't really want to. But I think with those tires and that power, I think we should be fine. Just having a little bit of fun with this thing. There is one track that I want to take this thing out on, and I want to really see what we can do with it. I feel like it'll be very, very fun to try and bring it out on that track. The thing is, though, I haven't played on it in a while, so I think it's going to be a little bit weird for me. We actually need a lot of acceleration and not a lot of top speed for this thing, so that's why. Oh, so the rear wing actually acts... I guess we can adjust the downforce for it. That's actually quite cool. I didn't expect it to be adjustable. I thought it was just like a thing for looks. Alright. Anyway. Oh yeah, also the one thing that I didn't show you guys is that I actually did change the wheels. I forgot a little bit, and as soon as I saw the car, I was like, I need to change the wheels. Well, I'm on Hokkaido. It's a Toge track, but it's not like anything competitive or anything like that. It's just someone that... or something that someone made that ended up sending it to me, and it's actually a really cool track. Well, here it is, in the flesh. Yeah, I'm still not sure what I think about that wing. I think it's a little ugly, but the rest of the car looks quite good. I think it's definitely an improvement over the previous car. 100% an improvement over the previous car. At first, when I saw these taillights, I was like, this just looks like an Opel Insignia or a Vauxhall Insignia or whatever. That's exactly what it reminded me of. But now, they actually kind of suit the car. I think it looks really, really good. I like it. I overall really, really like this car. It's a very cool looking car. Again, we've had this discussion, I feel like, the last time when we had the 8.6 being added into the game. Even the infotainment system's up. Sounds good. It sounds very good, actually. Ooh, okay. It's quite lively. It really wants to break traction, I'll tell you that. If I floor it. With these semi-slicks on it. It's been a while since I've driven on this track, so if I'm braking too harshly into some of the corners, then you know why. Oh, handbrake on the way out around some of these turns. It's a very cool track. I always really like this track. I don't know why I don't drive on it more often, to be honest with you. This thing's a hoot. Oh, a bit too fast. No, it isn't. It's so easy to control. Because it's so lightweight. I feel like I'm getting really, really close to my mic because I'm leaning forward and my mic is right in front of my mouth. Sorry. I'm sorry that I'm screaming in your ear. I don't really mean to. I'm just like leaning forward whenever I'm like playing this. And I'm like trying to concentrate, so... It just happens that my mic is there. Alright, a little donut. Before we continue. Alright. That was actually so fun to drive. This car is so good. I feel like people are gonna end up sending me some tunes for this thing. 100%. I already see it. People sending me over tunes for this car to either race with or to do any sort of like drifting with it. I feel like it's definitely something that people will end up doing. I also want to take it out on a different track. There's one more track that I want to try it out, and it's an actual track. Like, it's someone that ended up sending me a racetrack way back. And, it's the Pinewood Hills Raceway. I've already shown it off. I even made a TikTok of it, basically showing it off, because it's such a good and fun track, but... I want to drive it around there as well. I just want to see what this looks like from the outside. It's gonna be a little twitchy, because replays are never, like, fully accurate. I do have a tune on this thing. You know, I didn't really... end up doing anything crazy to it. I just kind of made it handle the way I feel like I want it to handle, pretty much, and that's it. It's a lot more hectic on the inside, isn't it? When you're looking at it from the outside, it just feels like I'm going really slow. Maybe that's just me. We'll see when we get up to some of these corners and I'm actually fully sending it sideways. No, that's alright. It's kind of clean. It's so weird that all of the lines and everything on the ground, because you weren't able to have lines like this before. I don't know if you can now, you probably can, right? They've changed the event lab so much since this track was released. So, there's so many more things now that you have available that you can create tracks out of and all that. And it's just everything just looks so much nicer and better put together, if that makes sense. Whereas back in the day when people used to make these tracks like this, like basically they only had a few things to use, and it's about the best they could do. Right, let's bring it out on that track. I want to see what it's like on the track. Again, I haven't built this thing for anything crazy. I don't really want to take this thing out like properly racing because I feel like someone is going to end up doing it for me, like sending me a tune for me to do it. But we'll see. I guarantee you by this time that I'm making this video right now, which is just close, like it's the afternoon. I honestly wanted to make a video earlier on this car. Basically, as soon as I got it, I wanted to make a video on it. But I had a splitting headache. And I was like, I can't record now because my head is going to explode if I do. So that's pretty much why I didn't end up releasing this video earlier. Regardless, that's what we're doing right now. Where is this thing? Pinewood Hills Raceway. There it is. Slap it on. Oh, slap on some sim steering. So this is one of those tracks that basically features so many different corners from actual real life tracks. If you haven't seen me make a video on this thing, or if you haven't seen the video that I made on this thing, go watch it. So my initial reaction to it was so good. It's such a cool track. I really, really love it. You can see it like already. We've already had a very, very noticeable corner from a real life track. I love this track, man. I mean, pushing this car basically to its limits now. With whatever parts I slapped on it. It's very stable, very easy to drive. The front end is very light, and it just pulls itself into the corners. I think this thing has like a proper race build, so basically not just what I've done to it now, but like full-on slick tires and everything. This could be an unbelievably good car to drive. Like a really fun car. This already has so much grip. I feel like we've probably seen the same sort of results coming from the 8.6, but... If you want to throw it sideways, it's actually quite alright. And you can do it as well. I can't do it there, I'm going way too fast. I tried it anyway. I tried it. I need to be careful because I'm not on drift suspension, so I don't have the extra steering angle. Yeah, there it goes. It's fine, just style it out. Just pretend I wanted to do that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the BRZ, brand new added into the game. 20 points to get it. So it's not that difficult if you want to get yourself this car. I think it's a better looking car than the 8.6. Surely you guys can agree with me. I think just visually all the parts that are on this car, like bumpers and all that, just okay, off-road we go. Like the bumpers and everything just, I feel like look much better on this car. I mean, there's not really much of a difference in terms of like sizes and all that sort of stuff, but the things that they have changed, like the things that Subaru has changed on this car compared to the Toyota's 8.6, I think really suit this car. I think it looks a little nicer. The fact that I can throw this thing sideways as well as like drive it really hard, like racing it, shows you how good this car is. Again, this isn't really like a build that I've made for this car to to race with it or anything like that. I just wanted to give it some grippier tires and all that over stock, and then just a little bit more power, just so I can go around corners quite quickly. It's a lovely car to drive. I really like it. I really like it. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everyone. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. And I'm guessing we'll see this car in a future video again, when someone has sent me some sort of crazy tune for it, which I guarantee you it'll happen. I almost caught it. I almost caught it. Alright, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.